Hey, Conor here. Welcome to Neversink Farm, and here in the family garden with a Inferno flame weeder. I want to talk about lighting it and give you a few safety things. First, you should have a regulator. I don't recommend doing a flame weeder without a regulator. This is a Marshall adjustable regulator, which we sell. It is the best. We don't sell anything but the best, and I highly recommend going with it. You know, it is propane, it's flame. You might as well just go with the best. You have to have a regulator that goes onto the tank. I highly recommend the squeeze valve. All this is doing is, this is adjusting your pilot, which means whatever it's, when this is not depressed, this is adjusting how much propane is going to your bells, right? Which are the round where the flame comes out. And then when you squeeze it, it's going to be the full amount of propane that is adjusted by your regulator, or if you didn't turn on your tank enough, then it will be that, but it's going to be the pressure that you adjusted here. Okay, what this does is it makes it safer, right? You can light it on a lower flame. It also saves a lot of propane by having this, and you can move around the farm without it on full blast. And the last thing is, and this is really important, is most of the problems people have with flame weeders, I'd say 95% of them, is they're burning it way too hot. Weeds will die at 160, right? The water in your house is usually set to be no higher than 120. So 160 is not very high, but you know, I've seen people burning these things like over 1,000 degrees, right? We're not forging a sword. We're just killing some plants, and we're talking about little tiny weeds that we're killing. Thread stage, even a little bit bigger than that with some first true leaves. And the way to know that your flame weeder is set correctly is after you walk over them, it's going to take an hour before they die. If they're wilting even before they roll under the flame weeder, it's too hot. It's way, way too hot. What that's going to do is it's going to destroy your flame weeder, right? This is aluminum and steel. Right, aluminum has a melting point of 1,200 degrees, right? So if you're melting your wheel, you're way too hot, like way too hot, okay? So that's very important. Just dial it down. Because people want to see this stuff dying, because then they know it's working. You're wasting propane and you're destroying your gear, and you're running it very dangerously to do it. So you don't have to see them dying right in front of you to know that it's working. Just wait an hour. If they're not dying, then you can turn it up a little bit. But it's always better to be on the safe side and keep everything low. Okay, so I turned the tank on. This is preset. I know what I like, but I'll adjust it in front of you. But I know it's low because I have this set. Okay, and this I feel is the safest way to do it. Now, very important. Okay. Let me, before I even talk about that, is you see how I have this leaned against the table? Because I don't want a bunch of propane trapped under the hood. If you have propane trapped under the hood, when you light it, it's going to go poof, right? Because it's going to light it all, it's going to expand, and it's going to want to push the hood up. And a little flame's going to come out. So the important thing is, make sure there's air going in there mixing with the propane. And don't turn the tank on, go and have lunch, come back and have this thing all filled, right? You want to be lighting soon after you turn the propane on, okay? Okay, and that's it, they're lit, okay? You know, it's a little low, but I'm just turning it up a little bit. I hear a little subtle roar is kind of where I'm at. And I feel like that's nice. It's not going, you know, like a forge. Okay, and you adjust your pilot with this, and this you want it very low. Okay, you can start to see a little bit of flames coming out the front. Okay, but I'm dialing back the pilot. I want it on. I don't want to snuff it out, but I don't want to be wasting a lot of propane. Then you can press it, we're good to go. See? Right, so I got a little light flame, and that's probably too high. Okay, I'm gonna turn that down. Okay, so you hold it. Much better. Okay, I don't want it, I just want a light roar. Yeah, it's perfect. I just want a light roar while I'm going. I don't want to have it too high. Now I can move around. Once I set it, okay, I kind of lean it against here so I still get some air in there. Okay, so now it's set. And you know, I made sure the pilot has enough propane to stay lit. And this you won't, unless you change it at some point, you won't have to keep readjusting. It should stay where it is. And now I can put my backpack on. I got this adjusted the way I want it, so it's not too high. It's at a nice temperature, and I'm good to go. And now from now on, it should stay that way. If you feel it's not, put it on a table or on the ground, reset it slowly. Remember, you know, make sure the hood is up so that you're getting a little bit of air in there, so you're not building propane up in there. And if it goes out, make sure you put more air back in before you relight it. Okay? Just use some common sense and use lower temperatures and everything will be great. All right, so thanks for watching. I'm gonna go burn some beds.